tell me a little bit more about what you were struggling with? What were your health issues before we started working together?
Okay, first of all, my name is Alasha, and I would like to say when I came to James, I was struggling with digestive issues, just kind of having some gassy, some bloating, and just really sometimes not knowing why. I was into intermittent fasting, so I wasn't eating a lot of food, so it didn't make sense to me that I would be having digestive issues.
Gotcha. Did you have any other symptoms that were kind of pesky in the background for you?
Yes, lots of eczema, lots of dry skin, lots of rashes, just being very reactive to certain foods that I noticed that I would eat certain foods and I would have rashes. And those were foods I used to eat when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I can't eat. So, and it didn't make sense because I didn't eat a lot. I was intermittent fasting for 16 hours, so I wasn't taking in a lot of food. So just a lot of mystery as to why I was reacting to the food I was taking in.
Gotcha, gotcha. How was your sleep before we started working together?
Lots of insomnia, just not being able to sleep just because I don't really know the reason for that. I just had a lot of symptoms going on that I was learning to live with, thinking older age, maybe this is part of it. Just a mystery.
Gotcha. All right. And then what made you want to work with me? Was there anything that resonated with you that you saw that kind of clicked?
When I found James, I found him through just doing some internet searching a lot, just because of the symptoms I had, looking on internet, hoping to find maybe something I hadn't thought of before. So when I came across Dr. James, he always had three simple step solutions that seemed like, oh, that might be something I haven't thought about, or that might be something I'm going to try. And just really always having a simple solution to the symptoms that I was having.
Nice, nice. All right. So, since we've been working together, what improvements have you had, symptom wise, condition wise? How's your gut health? How's your skin? How's your sleep?
Since we've been working together and we went through a 16-week protocol, and what I noticed is, first of all, I have to start eating. Where I thought the intermittent fasting was the solution, I was actually throwing myself into an adrenaline rush because I wasn't eating enough carbohydrates, getting enough glucose in my system, and not necessarily a lot of food. And so what I noticed is once I actually start eating, I started to feel better. I started to have more energy. And then I had to look at through the protocol what it was I was eating and what symptoms were occurring. And then we found out that I had a lot of underlying pathogens that I had not been aware of, that I had not been addressing because I didn't know they were there. So after working with Dr. James over the 16-week protocol, my skin is better, my energy's better, my vital signs are better. I just feel like I can have a way to address symptoms if they do reoccur again, and that this is a lifestyle that I can maintain.
Awesome, awesome. You can think about this for a moment if you want, but if you could, what would you rate? What percent improvement would you say you have on like your gut, your skin, and your sleep?
I would say that my gut issues have improved 80%. My skin issues have improved probably 85%. My sleep issues probably 80%. I feel like a totally new person because I know what the underlying causes are, and there are solutions to those underlying causes.
Excellent, excellent. So you mentioned that you feel comfortable continuing on so at least some of these protocols. So do you feel like you're equipped now to have way more control of your own health? Is that fair to say?
I think that's fair to say because, along with the protocols and working with Dr. James, I have resources and tools that I didn't have before, and I can always go back and review those resources and tools. And I would say that anybody that's trying to improve their self health and trying to identify root causes, this is something you should not be trying alone. You need a coach, you need someone who has a proven method that can give you feedback and then can give you redirection if you need it. Like I said, I was intermittent fasting because I thought that was the right thing to do, but by working with Dr. James, that was part of my problem. I would not have discovered that on my own.
Nice. Okay, so is there anyone more specifically you'd recommend this to, this type of work?
I think when I sit and reflect on it, there are a lot of people in my family circle, in my friendship circle, that'll sometimes they'll say, well, I'm feeling this way, and I'm taking all these pills and I'm doing what the doctor's telling me to do, and they don't know what holistic medicine is, or they don't know how to identify a root cause. So the type of work that Dr. James does has to do with identifying root causes. I think that information is foreign to a lot of people because they just think if I go to the doctor, I take a prescription and I feel better, then that root cause is gone. I've gotten rid of it. Well, they just don't know. It's just sleeping. It's just a matter of time before it wakes up again, and they need to learn how to deal with the root cause to totally eliminate some of the problems they're having. So probably really looking within family circles and my closest friendship circles. Definitely.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time.